first thing is that we want to do whenever we're doing anything, whenever we're learning to build our prana, whenever we're building the fire, whenever we're burning away the lower vibrational aspects of ourself, the individuation, we need to have a stable mind. We need to be aware of, what is happening. We need a witness consciousness there. And because when we do that, we can integrate and stabilize the experiences as we build more and more prana. But if we add prana, which is the sun practice, when we build prana into the system, what that's going to do is it's going to feed the pathways that we're normally paying attention to. And if you're already challenged in life and you put more prana or life force that are going to feed those, resistance is the natural outcome. It's like having a hose with a kink in it and turning the pressure up. You get all of this. And this is like the modern breath work. I hate you, Mum, all that sort of stuff. And I laugh, but I've done plenty of it before. And oftentimes the problem is when that happens, people are re-traumatizing. They're going into the cellular memory. It's forced, but there's no witness there. The mind is not stable. And so at the end of it, you'll hear things like, well, I don't know what just happened. Or, wow, that was kind of overwhelming. I kind of don't know what to do with that. That's not what we want, right? We want a stable mind. So a lot of the practices, whether it's the asana, whether it's the pranayama, kriya, we want to learn to stabilize the mind, go inwards. Because when we go inwards, we slow everything down and we still everything. And when everything gets still, the psychology comes forward, and then we can look at it. We can work with our teachers. We can work with our practice, and we can set aside who I am not. Right? Neti neti. I'm not this. I'm not that. And we set it aside, and we set it aside, and set it aside. So when you set something aside, you create space. And when you can create space, you can start to build prana. Right? You can start to do the sun practices and increase the life force moving through your system, but in a stable way. So we do it and we say, okay, I'm building prana. Okay, is my mind still stable? Yes. Great, let's build some more. Is my mind still stable? Yes. Let's build some more. Is it still stable? Kind of got this rage happening at the moment. I got restless legs. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm feeling really uncomfortable. I got all this stuff coming up. I don't know what to do. Okay, we don't want to put more prana into that. Let's come back, stabilize the mind. Same process. Let's understand it, work with your teachers or mentors. Begin to see it for what it is. Set it aside, create more space. Right? Then we build more prana. The by and by process of having a stable mind and building prana is that we can do the end result of these sorts of practices where we purposely power up the fire. But they're not practices to be, trivialized or messed with. They're not things that you play with. Yeah, you can do them, one-off here and there, but if you're doing them every day and you're doing them regular, if you don't do it in the correct order, there can be big consequences to play. Because if you get a release of energy or kundalini releases, kundalini shakti rises, if it goes up the wrong channel, you've got big problems. Yeah, but in the right way, systematically, getting that opening and those releases will be integrated. Not saying that that's not bumpy and it's not always easy, but it's in the right order.